Welcome to SAP Simplified Tutorials. In the world of SAP, MM Materials Management is one of the most critical and widely used functional modules. It is the backbone of the supply chain, handling everything related to procurement of goods, inventory management, and invoice verification. Essentially, if a company needs to buy, store, or move physical items, they use SAP MM. Core components of SAP MM are purchasing. This is the art of MM. It manages the process of acquiring materials and services from external vendors. Purchase acquisition, internal request for materials, purchase orders, formal contracts sent to vendors, and vendor evaluation, tracking which suppliers are reliable and cost effective. The second module of MM is inventory management. This submodule tracks the quantity and value of materials held in stock, goods receipt, recording when items arrive at the warehouse, and goods issue, recording when items are used for production or sold to customers, and third, stock transfers, moving items between different storage locations or plants. The third module is master data. For the system to work, it needs permanent records. The two most important are material master and vendor master. A central database containing info on every product is material master, and a database of all suppliers, their address, currency, payment is vendor master. The fourth module is invoice verification. Once a vendor sends an invoice, the system checks it against purchase order and goods receipt. This three-way match ensures the company only pays for what it actually ordered and received. So, the next thing we will be discussing is procurement cycle P2P. SAP MM follows a standard called Procurement-to-Pay cycle. It has 8 basic steps: determination of requirements, source determination, vendor selection, order processing, order follow-up, goods receipt, invoice verification, and payment processing. The last thing relevant to SAP MM is integration with other modules. SAP MM does not work in a vacuum. It deeply integrates with SAP FI, Finance, SAP SD, Sales and Distribution, and SAP PP, Production and Planning. So, this here, master data is the fundamental permanent data that supports all business processes. It represents the things a company deals with, its materials, its business partners. This data does not change frequently and provides the base structure upon which everyday transactional documents like purchase orders and inventory managements are built. Let's break down two most critical components of SAP MM master data with two images. The first image is material and vendor master data. The first image illustrates the two foundational pillars of SAP MM, material master and vendor master. The material master is a central data repository containing information on all materials that a company procures, produces, stores, or sells. This image shows a complex organizational structure indicating that material data can be specified at different organizational levels, such as overall client, specific plant, storage location. Each view captures unique information required by different departments. Similarly, the vendor master contains all the information about a company's business partners. The diagram highlights its structure, which includes general data, company code data, purchasing organization data. So, in image 2, while image 1 defines the materials and vendor, this image explains how we define the relationship between them. The purchasing info record, PIR, is the crucial master data element that acts as a connecting link. It is the source of supply definition. The PIR bridges a specific material master record and a specific vendor master record. This image shows how the PIR stores the precise conditions under which a specific material is bought from a specific vendor. Key data points contained in the PIR include vendor-specific material data, pricing conditions, and purchasing data. By Maintaining a PIR, when a procurement specialist creates a transactional document, the system automatically pulls these specific conditions, ensuring accuracy and efficiency. In SAP Material Management, inventory management is the crucial process of tracking and controlling the stock of materials within a company. It ensures that right amount of material is available at the right place and time, minimizing cost while maximizing efficiency. Here is an explanation of inventory management in SAP MM. The first core activity of inventory management is recording the arrival of materials. This is typically initiated by a purchase order. In the first image here, you will see the process of goods receipt when the material physically arrive at the warehouse staff uses the SAP system to match the delivery against original purchase order. So this image is capturing the receipt, inspection and final movement of stock into a specific storage bin. The second main activity is the outflow of movement of goods. Stock can be issued to a production order or customer order or even transferred between different locations. In this second image, we focus on the outbound and internal movement processes. You will see stock being picked and issued to external locations, while another forklift is performing a critical transfer posting, which changes the legal owner within the company's SAP structure. So this is capturing the accurate decrement of stock levels and the initiation of shipping processes. In SAP Materials Management, the procurement cycle is the set of steps a company takes to acquire goods or services from an external vendor. This process is Procure-to-Pay. As we already discussed, this cycle is a closed loop that connects internal needs with external fulfillment and financial reconciliation. We will visualize this entire cycle using three key explanations. Before diving into the new detailed visualization, we must ground the procurement cycle in its broader context. As shown in original SAP MM module diagram earlier, integrated hub, SAP MM acts as the central hub coordinating activities, module links. The cycle draws master data from MM and relies on integrations with SAP FI, SAP PP and SAP WM. So, the first third of procurement cycle is purely internal and strategic. It is about identifying what is needed, when it is needed, and who can pay or supply. This phase focused on step 1 through 3 of the original P2P loop. The diagram building on the structural logic illustrates the initial 3 steps: determination of requirements, source determination and vendor selection. On the left, we see a business planner in an office environment. They create an internal PR, which is the triggering document. The system then searches the existing MM master data to identify potential sources. If multiple quotes are needed, the system generates requests for quotation RFQs and compares the resulting vendor evaluations. So, number 2, order fulfillment and goods receipt. The second phase of procurement cycle is external and physical. It is the moment when the plan becomes action, the commitment is made, and the physical goods arrive. This phase focuses on step 4 through step 6 of original P2P loop. This diagram shifts perspective, showing the interactions between the internal systems and the external world. A detailed visualization of purchase order is created. We see it being transmitted to selected vendor. The central focus is the delivery. A stylized warehouse figure accepts the delivery truck. The key moment is the goods receipt, step 6. Order follow-up is depicted by a progress bar. Now, the final phase of procurement cycle is purely administrative and financial. It is about reconciling the physical receipt with the financial commitment before releasing the final payment. This phase focuses on step 7 and 8 of original P2P loop. The final diagram illustrates the crucial three-way match This analytical visualization brings the documents from the previous two images back into the system's core. The purchase order, the goods receipt, and the newly received vendor invoice are all bought together. This system compares the quantity and price across all three. If the match is successful, the system clears the invoice and an integration arrow passes the data to SAP FI module, initiating the payment. To wrap up our deep dive into SAP Materials Management, it's clear why this module remains a cornerstone of global enterprises. Efficiently managing the flow of materials doesn't just keep the lights on, it directly impacts a company's bottom line and agility. Here are key benefits of implementing SAP MM and some pro tips for those looking to master it. Some key benefits are inventory optimization, cost reduction, operational transparency, seamless integration, and improved vendor relations. So, drastically reduces dead stock and carrying cost by maintaining optimal inventory levels through automated triggers. In cost reduction, it minimizes procurement errors and overpayments via the automated three-way match. In operational transparency, it provides real-time visibility into the entire supply chain from the moment a requirement is identified to the final payment. Seamless integration, data flows automatically between MM, FI, PP and SD. And improved vendor relations, accurate tracking of vendor performance allows for better negotiation and stronger partnerships. Some pro tips for SAP MM success: master the data. 90% of the system errors are actually master data errors. Ensure your material and vendor masters are clean, updated and accurate. Automate the routine. Use automatic purchase orders and source lists for high volume, low value items to free up procurement teams for strategic sourcing. Understand movement types. Movement types like 101 for goods receipt, 201 for goods issue are the DNA of MM. Mastering these is essential for troubleshooting inventory discrepancies. And last but not the least, stay integrated. Always consider how an MM configuration changes affect finance. A simple change in material valuation can have massive implications for the balance sheets. So, these are some of the pro tips of SAP MM. For any question regarding this topic, please write in comments. Kindly like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.